Was good, basketball world? Welcome to the Go 100 Basketball Podcast, where we're bringing you trending topic and the latest basketball news. I want to start off by thanking everybody that helped with our jerseys. We were recently raising funds for jerseys for our team. I'm going to pop up a mock up of our jerseys here. Shout out to everybody who donated and helped with this call. We really appreciate it. This is going to give our kids an opportunity to have some nice jerseys going into this summer. And spring ball, as you all know, school ball is ending soon. And we'll talk more about that later. But thanks again. If you all already don't know about the Go 100 Kids book, it's a great book, something for the entire family. You all can, read it with your kids, read it to your kids. And if you don't feel like reading, we actually have a QR code inside the cover of the book. So you can just scan the QR code with your phone, and then you will be able to listen to the audio book. You all can sit there together and listen to the audio book. So we have a new event coming up. A new event for the LLC. As you all know, we've been doing the winter skills camp going on for the entirety of, these cold months. So we're moving into a new month and new year, and we have a new event going on. I'm going to pop up the flyer. It's going to be on Eventbrite if you all want to register, as well as go100basketball.com. Check it out. All right, moving on to some NBA news. So, the All-Star game is coming up. And, this time of year is when most people be voting for their favorite player or whoever they want to be inside of the All-Star game. But this year, they're changing the format. It's going to be like, you got your captains, which is LeBron and Giannis. So that's who they chose to be the captains, LeBron and Giannis. And what they're going to do is going to be like a pickup, like a kid, like playground type of game, like back in the day, whenever y'all were at the playground and, you had your captains, you had to shoot for captain, and then you just pick, like I got him first, I got him, and everything like that. So they're going to do that prior to tip-off. So nobody knows who their team is, but they're going to pick prior to tip-off. And I think that's a good look. It's a good look for the fans because of the excitement. Like, nobody knows who's going to be on whose team. So some of their favorite players might play together. And, that's fun, for basketball, not getting the same type of style players as far as, a guy that only shoots threes or a guy that only dribbles. It kind of waters down the game. So I'm excited to see that. In other news, LeBron has some new shoes that he's releasing just for the All-Star game. I'm going to show them right here for you all. Nice kicks right there, man. I don't recall the page that I seen these on, but I seen it on TikTok somewhere. The page wasn't in the screenshot, so since we're on shoes right now, Ja Morant just dropped another colorway, and his Ja Morant 1 with Nike. The guys over at Private Selection, shout out Private Selection out in Dallas, Texas. They posted this on YouTube, so I'll bring up some pictures of the shoes right here. I like them. I don't know if he's releasing these for the All-Star game, but LeBron's All-Star shoes are like an Easter colorway, like light pink, blue, as y'all seen. So, I don't know. All right. Moving on. I like to spoil y'all. So, typically I'll do the top plays, which I'm going to do again. And these top plays are the most recent top plays. So, the most recent top plays on NBA.com. You can go check them out if you want, if you don't have an opportunity to watch them. So I'll insert the vid here. Hope y'all enjoy it.
4 games of Hoops on a Sunday. We got your top 10 right here on NBA.com at number 10. Najee Marshall
Ooh,
lobs it
good
ahead.
pass.
Jackson Hayes
Good
rocks the
dunk.
D to Ben
Jackson.
as he goes up and throws that one home at the throne. That one in at number 10 for the Pelicans. Moving along to number 9, and
Shot
Ja
with the
Morant
oop.
throws
Okay.
it up, and Brandon Clark gets the stuff for the Grizzlies as Clark just rips that one apart at number 9. At 8, are you a Pelican or a Pelican? Jackson Hayes coming through with the slam. Watch the Pelicans move the ball.
Dang,
Jackson
Jackson was
Hayes
on the
is
top
just
plays
too tall,
twice.
y'all. He gets the stuff. That one in at number 8. We're up to number 7, and this is a simple step 3, but Terry Rose here had to beat the buzzer, so he goes glass with class for the Charlotte Hornets. That one's in at number 7. At number 6, it's Josh Sharon with Jaron, who extends and brings that one home. Huge dunk from Jaren Jackson. And yeah, you better believe we're counting that one at number 6. At number 5, big men working together to
big
pound that
alley-oop.
leather.
Giannis threw Lopez a oop.
Up top
Nice.
to Brook,
We had to
making
play
this
like
one
that
He's in
in
at number
college
5 for the Bucks.
and high school.
On to number 4 for a divine dime from Victor Oladipo. Threading the needle, going 5-hole with soul over to bam, getting the slam. That one in at number 4. At number 3, Giannis is back on this as he pivots. And Jonas Valanciunas can chew this as look at Giannis throw it right down on top of his head. This one in for Milwaukee at number 3. Up to number 2, and when you just signed a new contract, you're not afraid at all to go to the rack.
Miles Turner, he just signed a contract extension with the Pacers. Most of the time when players sign like a contract extension, it gives them new life, like they get a burst of energy or something. I don't know.
2. But at number 1, Jarrett Allen absolutely baptizing Moses Brown as he throws that one down. A little pivot and then a little divot in the defense. And Jarrett Allen makes the headband glam as he gets the
plays
slam.
for
He
y'all.
lands at number 1.
Hope y'all enjoyed them. Speaking of top plays, so y'all gonna see me release some TikTok soon, either today or tomorrow, about that controversial play that LeBron James had. It was a foul. Everybody and their mama knows it was a foul. Like, what I don't get is there's no recourse for the officials. They should be fined. They should be penalized. This should be a mark against them, just because of incidents we've had in the past of officials betting on games. So that's the only reason why I would say, we have to make some recourse. They have to be reprimanded somehow in these instances, because that's crazy. Not only was it a foul, there was no corrective measure. Regardless of, they went to overtime. They lost in overtime when they could have won, in regulation. So this is totally on the officials. Big old oops, man. What? But I seen the NBA, they contacted the Lakers post-game, and I'm sure they said something to LeBron, but still, it's in stone now, especially with the Lakers, having a tough season like they're having. That was just icing on the cake. Y'all gonna see on the TikTok. Check out my TikTok. We got a TikTok for Go 100 Basketball. We also have my personal TikTok, CB Sanders. So check it out if y'all want to see my reaction to that video. All right, let's talk about the WNBA. Breanna Stewart, who I talked to y'all about last episode. It was last episode or the episode before that. She's brought it down to 2 teams that she will play for. She said she will play for Seattle or for New York. 2 different sides of the world. You got Seattle way over here on the West Coast, and then you got New York way over there on the East Coast. So I'm like, is she doing that on purpose? Is it a coast thing? well, I haven't lived here or I haven't been here before, so I'm gonna go play there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know which one it is, but shout out to her. I hope she makes the best decision for her and her family. I know Candace Parker did. So Candace Parker, who was drafted to the Sparks, and that could have been her like 20-year team or whatever. She left the Sparks and went to her hometown team, the Chicago Sky. So she's brought the Sky success. They've had some good seasons. But now she's going to play for the Las Vegas Aces, and the Las Vegas Aces already have a squad. They got a squad. So, I've seen some people online saying, what does this mean for her? This is good for her. Like, I don't know if they're going to be like one of those loaded up super teams, but still, if you're an older player, towards the, latter years of your career, you don't want to be having that type of workload. You want some people that can kind of alleviate you or whatever. So shout out to Candace Parker. Our nonprofit, the Go One Cares Foundation, is actually having a food drive right now. And this food drive is going to go on throughout February, March, and April. So if you all want to help out and donate canned goods, non-perishable items, we want some stuff where, it won't expire or spoil on these people, and they'll have something to eat during these cold months, because it's still cold time. We recently did the Christmas toy drive. We did the coat drive, a lot of our winter events to kind of help people out during these tough times or whatever. So support the Go 100 Cares Foundation food drive. Also, we have our free throw contest for our jerseys. The jerseys that I showed you all earlier, we're still doing our free throw contest because we have to get away jerseys also. So, we got the home jerseys and everything like that. So we got to get our away jerseys. So y'all still continue to support. Come out and support. Donations are appreciated. Our business Cash App is the business name on all platforms, whether it be Cash App, Apple Pay, Venmo, Chime, college basketball. Now I want to start off with this new kid that I found out about. One of my players who's Nigerian. He talks to me about all of the African players who are playing here in the state. Well, I'm glad that he keeps up with those type of things. So we have this guy named Wembanyama. He's like a 7'3", can do it all type of player. He's one of those unicorns, more of a unicorn than Kristaps. Everybody was labeling Kristaps a unicorn because of his skill set and his size, which is true. But wait till y'all see this Wembanyama guy. I'm going to bring up a clip for y'all. Just some highlights. He had a double-double, 31 points and 14 rebounds. Wow. That's a good game. Let's check it out. And I like this guy because he's humble. I tend to like the humble players versus those rah-rah, talking players.
Go inside to Wembanyama, and he makes the baseline jumper.
Nice turnaround jump shot. Oh, good move, kid. To the three. Oh, wow.
Wemby. Oh,
wow.
The three. Weeks from now, kind of during the NBA.
You're not seeing 7-foot-something players do that.
They go inside to Wemby.
Nice turnaround.
Off the glass, great touch from Wembanyama.
God, yeah, me. And I felt like that was the end of my day. And I feel like if Wembanyama was in the NBA today, I would have been wishing that hopefully.
Had a really nice year for Betts 92.
Yeah, I played with Benji a couple of years ago when Wembanyama leave for the NBA.
That would certainly be nice to see. Bonja is seen missing there. Offensive rebound, Wemby, and sticks it from the foul line. Clear aside for
and
Wemby.
He might be the number one pick in the draft next season. For real.
Wembanyama, that is a tough shot, and he banks it in. And Rowan has an 8-point lead. Wembanyama, right to the rim. Chance to get back a little bit closer here. Trying to throw it over the top, and it's guided home by Wemby himself.
I mean, the game is not over. I mean, they should keep playing and then try to find a way to win.
Pasechnik's wide open.
Oh, good kick out.
Wemby
Good
stepping
shot.
back.
They play some
Rails
good
the
team
three.
basketball surrounding him.
I wonder why the Mets doesn't go like the way they played the first quarter. They seem
This
to
guy
have
shoots a lot of
basketball
threes,
team.
makes a lot of threes.
The NBA, yeah.
Tween.
15 Eastern, 6:15
Oh, gather dribble.
Pacific.
Oh my goodness.
Wembanyama with this
Yeah,
silkiest
we need
move
him in
the
the
game.
league. I've been hearing a lot about him, and I just had to finally check him out. I like his game. Other college news: Tulsa on the other side of the state. You know, we got Tulsa and we got ORU on the other side of the state. So Tulsa recently played Memphis. You know, they're all in that Conference USA. And my Kappa brother, Penny Hardaway, is still coaching. He's the head coach over there at Memphis. So he typically has a squad. You know, he usually has some good players and everything like that. So Tulsa lost. It wasn't like a devastating loss, not a huge deficit. I think that they only lost by like 9 or something like that. And then OU's women, they actually lost. I know y'all been hearing me report on them. Good news every time. They've been beating all these teams that they played, but they recently played a ranked Iowa State team, and they lost to them. So shout out to them still. But, you know, I'm sure that they'll learn from this loss, and this is going to make them stronger heading into postseason play. We got some new merch out there. We got some backpacks, some fanny packs, different stuff for the kids that they can put their school stuff in. You know, school is back in motion. So, you know, just in case, you know, they might need this, you can check it out on go100basketball.com. The NFTs have been going crazy. Y'all know we recently released NFTs on OpenSea. So if you're into, you know, cryptocurrency, NFTs, all of this stuff that's gonna occur pretty soon, you can check out our NFTs. It's under Go100 Basketball on OpenSea, and you can check out all of our NFTs. We have over 100 NFTs, and the NFTs aren't just non-fungible tokens. It's actually a key for access into the Go100 community. So say you purchase an NFT, you may get some free merch. Or when you purchase another NFT, you might get a free session, a free training session. Or with some other NFTs, you'll have free registration to the Go100 Basketball Academy. So, you know, they'll do different things depending on which NFT that you purchase, but it'll still be a collectible for you because this is just our first release. We're going to have different releases, different styles and everything like that, but still pertaining to basketball. As you see with our NFTs, we have, you know, some of them resemble NBA players. Some of the NFTs may resemble a particular NBA franchise, even some NCAA teams. So y'all check it out. All right. High school basketball news. We're like mid-season, hence all the all-star talk. Along with that comes the McDonald's All-American game. A lot of those NBA players who are going to be playing in the All-Star game played in this McDonald's All-American game also. So it's a very prestigious game. It gives the players who participate some clout, you know, some push going into college. Everybody want to be a burger boy, a burger girl. So the list was just released, and Bronny made it. LeBron James' son, Bronny, is a burger boy. And I've been watching him all season. Y'all see I posted some of his highlights. And he's been hooping. Like he's been doing his thing on the court. So shout out to the James family. Shout out to Bronny. Who else made it is Peja Stojakovic's son. Peja Stojakovic used to be one of my favorite players when he played for the Sacramento Kings. He was a tall shooter, like myself. So you know, I liked his style on the court, and his son took a liking to basketball also, and so now his son is a burger boy also. So that's two second-gen NBA players. I think DeJuan Wagner's in there too. So it's a lot of second generation NBA players, sons that's gonna be playing in this McDonald's All-American game. To shout out the hometown, shout out OKC, shout out Oklahoma. We have a Oklahoma kid going to play in a McDonald's All-American game. Shout out to Brandon Garrison. Y'all know I've been talking about him since last year. A 6'10" player. We're just going to call him a player. A 6'10" player out of Dale City High School is going to play at OSU next year. He is a burger boy. Congrats, bro. Congrats, man. I want you to go out there and do your thing. You know, double-double, triple-double, whatever. Get you some dunks, you know, hang on the rim. Like, yo, do your thing, Brandon. But yeah, shout out Brandon Garrison in Dale City High School. He actually plays for my former coach, Lenny Hatchett. Shout out Coach Hatchett. You know, much love to Coach Hatchett, man, because he was a good coach to me. And, you know, I see why Brandon is having the success that he's having. So, they got Tommy Griffin over there also. One of my bros, Blake Griffin's dad. Blake Griffin is a Oklahoma star. He's playing for the Celtics right now. He played at OU. But his dad is over there at Dale City High School too on the coaching staff. So shout out to them, man. And shout out to Brandon Garrison for being a McDonald's All-American. On the girls' side, Jada, she made it. You know, she's always in the news as far as, you know, sport. She made it. She made it to the McDonald's All-American game, but her dude, Mikey Williams, didn't. I know he's feeling some type of way, but I know why. Mikey, if you listen to this, it's because of the school that you chose. You should have chose a more prestigious school like a Sierra Canyon or something like that, because it's tougher on the men's side. It's tougher on the boys' side. So, you know, your team, your success with the team, your success within the team, all of that stuff matters into being selected. Not just your clout, not just your popularity. You know, I know that's what he was really trying to bank on, but you got to have the numbers and all that other stuff I was just saying. So, shout out to Mikey. He's still going to have success. Okay, on the Brent Eventbrite, we have our Go 100 basketball Winter Skills Clinic that's wrapping up. We're at the end of this month, so we have a new event for you all next month. So if you all want to register, check out our Eventbrite. It's go100basketball.com. And shout out to Go 100 Basketball Academy. We have our academy, which is a subscription to training sessions, which will lower your costs but increase your training. And that's what we want. We want to develop these players from a before state to an after state. And that takes repetition, that takes time. It doesn't take, oh, I'm going to come this weekend and then take the next couple weekends off. What? You know you don't work on this stuff at home. So, you know what I'm saying? Like kids and parents who's listening to this, don't be counterproductive. Don't go invest your money and time into this and then not build on that. So when I see you again, it's like a reset. You know, it's like we're doing the same thing that we worked on last time for you. It's not conducive to the player's proper development. So let's work together. Parents, work with me, you know, so we can have these kids properly developed, you know, good people, good players, all of that stuff. Okay, in this segment of the show, we typically bring up one of the NBA stars, one of the kids' favorite NBA stars, and we're going to bring up a bit of a guy who just went off for 50 points last night. We were talking a little bit about him earlier. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 50-point double-double last night, you know? And so I'm going to bring up his highlight from that 50-point double-double. Let y'all check it out with me.
Transition. Drew misses the three-point look. Giannis fakes the pass. There's those quick hands from Alvarado again. but Giannis has those big hands, pulls into himself, and does that.
Said that you're going to have Giannis coming.
He comes down with another rebound. He's got a 7'3" wingspan. I just Googled it. His hand span, according to Google, is 12 inches. And he's got that hesitation move. He goes to the left side. Let's go back to the little Giannis Hezi.
Well, just getting that respect to be able to draw a guy like Jonas to.
Kicks it out to Brook Lopez. Catch and shoot opportunity for Brook. Not there, but Pat chases it down. Gives it back to Grayson Allen. Pump fake. Paint touch over to Giannis. Why not? Why not? Yeah, hold that. Just a heavy dose dealing with a toe injury. He's out tonight, just recovering with that same injury. Broke 20 points against Washington. Giannis again, that's dunk.
16 points, 20 points against Detroit, was 100% from the field, knocked down 2 threes. It's just the way he's playing right now.
Score, you know?
Yeah.
Here comes Giannis again, baseline. Yeah, try to stop that tonight. Pelicans like him will be getting some extra minutes here tonight. Giannis with the crossover, and he beats the whole Pelicans defense.
What kind of steals, deflections, chaos they can create. So good opportunities on the offensive end.
That's the first foul on Giannis. That's not his first field goal, by the way. He's got a 20-point game here already.
See, he's got that nice touch. And to be honest, those aren't high percentage shots. I think the Bucks don't really mind them shooting floaters. You see Jonas Valanciunas shoot a lot of mid-range jumpers. Bucks probably don't mind that.
Javon Carter. Giannis passes up the three, gives it over to Pat Connaughton. That's not there, but the tip out over to Giannis. He'll take it inside. That could be trouble. Flips it up with his left hand. His averages haven't been good against Eastern Conference opponents versus Western Conference opponents. Giannis on a transition look. Body bucket and one.
He's just on the attack again. And when there's a guy back, he's got a guy.
Ooh, that was a scary movement right there.
You can see just a little bit of bang in the knee right there.
Looks like they're giving it to Drew Holiday for his 5th rebound of the night. Giannis up against the undersized Alvarado. He fades away off the one hook and hits. Still plenty of time. Joe Ingles flips it up to Giannis. The captains, LeBron and Giannis, will get to handpick their team moments before the game begins. And Connaughton looks it there to Giannis and his first points of the second half. Lopez and Jonas Valanciunas battling. He won here tonight. Speaking of battling, Giannis with a finger roll finish. Giannis with the back down, looks it off to Grayson in the corner. And playmaker Giannis has another assist to Grayson Allen. 33 points, 3 assists, 11 rebounds for Giannis, and he'll be leading the break here. Picking up speed, Giannis sees the seam and finishes.
This dude Euro is crazy. His Euro get him all the way across the lane.
Giannis going for a 40-point game, gives it up. Jordan Nwora to the wing, and another assist. The first points for Jordan Nwora.
Checked in a full.
Giannis with his 40 points, make it 42. Here comes Giannis.
He pulled up a 3 and knocked it down. You know he was feeling it. He pulled up a 3. Like in transition. Like.
He knows he's sitting on 47. The second most points that he scored in a game this year.
Back-to-back 3s to end the game. Alright, I see you, Giannis. Shout out Giannis. He's been doing his thing. So that's going to lead us to, I always want to have those star players that I host to motivate the kids somehow. So I'll put a motivational speech about effort, hard work, because, you know, Go 100 is about effort. It's about putting forth your best effort, doing your best. So here's a clip of Giannis telling the kids about hard work, dedication, and putting forth their best effort.
Why me? You ask that question all the time, like why was I the person to represent the family and represent the country, represent the Bucks and the city? Like I'm not supposed to be here. I'm just trying to be myself. I'm not trying to be somebody that I'm not. if I can inspire people by being myself, that's amazing.
It takes more than skills to be great. That's what people don't understand. You can be the most skillful person on earth, still don't make the NBA. The NBA is not about skills. It takes way more to be. Consistency. LeBron James, 20 years in the league. When you think about LeBron, you think about consistency. He's been great for 20 years. Think about MJ, edge, about getting better, obsession. Kobe, obsession. Steph, KD, like, man, it's not just skills. People think it's not just skills. But the thing that makes me a step further than people is the obsession and the discipline I have towards the game, not my skills.
And the reason that I've been able to play in a high level is that I'm always in the present, always want to be better. Even when I fail and I learn and I become better. So I can't lose in life.
A mindset to have that, like, when you focus on the past, that's your ego. I did this in the past, I want that in the past. And when I focus in the future, it's my pride. Like, yeah, next game 5, I do this and this and this. You know, I'm going dominant. That's your pride talking. Like, it doesn't happen. Like, you're right here. And I kind of like try to focus in the, in the moment, in the present. And that's humility. That's being humble. That's not setting no expectation. That's going out there, enjoying the game, competing at a high level.
My mission is now is to get better every day, work on my game.
It's always about getting better, improve yourself. There's gonna be a lot of highs, a lot of lows. Who cares? You do your job, you go back home, you don't worry about the outcome. You only worry about what you can control, which is your effort and your attitude.
What is your goal for your career?
I want to be an NBA player.
I always dreamed that I could be an NBA player and make the jump and come over here and play. But back then I was 16. I was probably just hoping I get on the floor. Yeah, back then I always had the dream, but I never thought it's gonna happen.
My coach told me if you want to be great, you gotta be different, So I'm just trying to do stuff that no one else does, and stand a little bit more than them, and so I can become better than them. Because, at the end of the day, I want to be as best as I can be,
In order for you to, excel and be better at what you do, you always gotta be student of the game. You gotta keep learning. You gotta, be open for everything, And I remember at the time, being the 15th pick, out of nowhere, and people didn't know me. But I tried to humble myself as much as possible. I was trying to be, act like I was undrafted. I didn't care about being the number 1 pick, 15 pick. I wanted to be the student of the game. I wanted to learn as much as possible. I didn't care if I was going to the G League or whatever the case might be, or not playing. And I just wanted to learn, And for any kid, any player, anybody out there, any person, you always got to be open about learning, and ask questions, as much as possible. And that's what my dad told me. And that's what I was, always doing. You got to think outside the box, and you always got to be a kid. Use their fantasy. Like, you can see a kid being creative and playing with 2 rocks and playing around with them. But when you're a kid, you always want to learn. You ask questions. You ask questions every time. Why do I do this? I believe that pressure is earned. If I wasn't who I am today, and I didn't work as hard as I work, and I didn't focus in the game, and I didn't love the game, and didn't compete the way I am, we wouldn't be talking about pressure. Pressure is earned, and I love it. I'm out there, I'm only competing, I want more pressure, because the better I get, the more pressure I have. Are we satisfied? I'm not satisfied. I'm not even close to being satisfied, and that's the tone we gotta set as a team, and as a leader of this team, that's the tone I'm gonna set.
I never dreamed to be the MVP. I wanted to be a champion. And I said, don't call me MVP until I'm a champion. Now, don't call me nothing. I have the same mentality, and that's the messed up part about my brain. That we just did it. Like, we did it a couple hours ago, and I'm already thinking about how can I do it again. The weight was always get better. I enjoy obviously that we're champions, but the weight is the same. Get better, and hopefully a lot of kids back can see if you have the mindset of like improving every day. That's all. You might get yourself to a level that you never thought you're gonna be. So.
It's over. The Bucks have done it. The long wait has ended. After a half century, the Milwaukee Bucks are NBA champions. Yeah!
He was saying some real stuff in that video. A lot of like necessary things that need to be heard. So y'all need to listen to what he was saying, because this is a overseas player that's dominating in this American league, and that matters. So many overseas players want to be here in the States playing basketball, you know what I'm saying? Putting on for their family, A lot of people in the States, they do it for their selves, ego, all of that stuff. A lot of those people overseas, they doing it for their family. They got a whole family they taking care of. So shout out to Giannis and his family. I wish them success. And thank you all for tuning in to another Go 100 Basketball podcast. Stay tuned for more.